went from an indie tour to indie times 100. So yes, good to see you all. What we're going to do is we'll do question and answer for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll do it a little bit differently just because I'm kind of by myself with my two bandmates. We will take photographs over by merch. And the VIP soundcheck people already bought merch, meet and greeters. I'll stand by merch and you can buy merch when we're like figuring out photographs and stuff. Does that sound good? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you for cooperating. So, alright. So yeah, so any questions? This can be really intimate. We can, that sounded weird, but anything you want to know, go for it. Just put your hand up and we'll get talking. Don't be shy. Yeah, don't be shy.
How'd you meet your wife?
Get to know wife. I met her through friends in Los Angeles. So yeah, it was very complicated. I was dating one of the girls in the group that I didn't know. She knew them all, but she was still in Tennessee at the time, finishing school. She finished school and then she moved to LA, and then she was like in that group, but I was dating someone in the group. Then I met her and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble here, because I really like this girl, but I'm dating this girl. So I kind of went through that. And then I think there's someone at the door, so I don't know if they're trying to get in or they just kind of walked on. I don't know, maybe they were just looking. You know how people are.
There's stuff on the door to look at too, the calendars,
Gotcha.
The posters.
So it was quite the process, but.
It's understandable. My wife was a chaperone
Oh yeah.
for another girl I was with, but then I realized we were in Yosemite and I realized I didn't like the other girl. They too mature.
It
And we're
happens.
walking through the road of tunnel and I'm
What are you
like
guys-
wanting him to kiss me.
What are you guys drinking now, by the way?
Why?
Wine.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's awesome.
I've got extra if you want.
You do it right. No, I have to drive like 4 hours after the show, so I can't. But otherwise, I would. Yeah, looks. You're doing it right, though. I'm jealous.
Where are we going after this 4 hours?
We are going to Portland, Oregon. Yeah, so. Yeah, man. I'll be honest. You don't want to beat me right now. No, it's been great. We were in LA last night. So I got to stay in my own apartment last night, which was really good. But I had a really early meeting in LA at 8 this morning, and then we drove here, and then we're driving 4 hours after the show to break the journey to Portland. Play Portland Sunday night, and then we play Seattle Monday night, and then I'm done. So I'm almost there. So so this is gig 27 of 29. We started over in Philadelphia and New York. Yeah, I did the Today Show in March, and that's where we did rehearsals in New York, and then we picked the van up in Philly, and we've driven right across.
So you guys been driving this whole time?
Driven the whole way,
Oh, wow. Sounds cool.
and done shows nearly every night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to get some sleep next week. But you know, I'm young, I've still got energy and reserves. So.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good to see you. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How has this tour been different from the last one?
Has it been different from the last one? I would say 95% of it's just been like bigger. It's been in like really small ways. It's been bigger numbers. I've had a bigger team on board. Like for example, I have had Angie was with us. She just left us yesterday. So I had a team of 4 or 5 people on the road this time, which was, I mean, for me that's a big step because it's like 4 or 5 wages per week. So yeah, it's just been a bigger operation, but it is most definitely a better show on stage as well compared to last year. I really loved last year, but it's just like natural growth, I guess. I feel more confident. I feel I'm sort of 12 or 15 months into the process now of creating my brand as an artist and like what I want it to look like 5 years from now. So naturally, I feel just like more. I feel better than I did 12 months ago as an artist. So yeah, it's been amazing. It's been really great. such a great experience. Some gigs have been really big, and others are like a little more intimate, and I love either. I love them all. I'm lucky that I get to do that. Hello. Are you here for the show or are you looking for Sam? That'll do.
Hey, actually, he's gonna help me out, which I probably don't need right now, but when I come anyway, he's my friend.
Good stuff.
He's a sound engineer, and he might be the one up there when you're singing.
Ah, yeah, good man. So yeah, so hope that answers your question. So, next question. Yes.
Are there any songs that you're actually kind of sick of singing?
Any songs I'm sick of singing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's an easy question. Yes. Can you guess?
Puppy Love.
Well,
That's coming
I'd
back.
say-
actually, oddly enough, like there's a difference. I'm sick of hearing about puppy love, but I'm not sick of like singing it because I actually never. I mean, if I'm honest with you, I recorded Puppy Love, and then my voice broke,
Yeah.
so I never got the chance to sing Puppy Love live. Yeah, so
I'd say
I
Ireland's.
mean, as a child, I mean, like as the recorded version, I never got a chance to do that because I recorded that at the tail end of like me as a boy,
Yeah.
and then literally I hit puberty like a month later. So before we got on tour, I like couldn't sing it anymore.
Oh, well.
So Puppy Love is like actually oddly enough not on the list because I like didn't really sing it, but
I'd say Ireland's Call.
oh my god, yes. Ireland's Call, yeah, I'm over Ireland's Call. But you know what helped Ireland's Call is that it's just like an anthem. It's fun every
Yeah.
night. It's also at the end of the show. So there's definitely songs that I hate more.
Okay, don't tell me a poem is one of them.
No, I like
Go
it.
ahead.
We ballroom dance to that one, so.
Yeah, no, I like it. There's not a lot of songs I hate. I'm only kidding,
Yeah.
but there's definitely some.
I'm just so glad you're singing Caledonia. Yeah.
I love Caledonia.
Caledonia is
I was
still
never
one of my
tired of that.
favorite.
That's for sure. I get tired of Come to the Hills for a while because I sung that
Yeah. Yeah.
so many times in so many different ways,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to sing this song again. Yeah, so maybe that'll. Nice question.
How long till you wear a kilt again?
Is that your way of saying when will Celtic Thunder be working again?
I'm wearing a kilt for my daughter's wedding next week.
Next week.
Oh, you
We
are.
ordered everything, the jacket,
That's
you
great.
Try to model mine after yours for the
We
show.
couldn't find a gray,
Nice,
solid
that's
gray
awesome.
one, we had to go with the black.
Yeah. I would say honestly, man, it'll be a while before I wear a kilt again. Yeah. It'll be a while. Right now, I don't know when. So, yes.
I'm curious, what was your favorite solo to perform on Glee?
On Glee.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing, oddly enough, Being Green.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
There you are. I quite enjoyed that. I mean, it's not like, it's not something that you're gonna like listen to all the time.
I listen to it all the time.
Well, you keep listening to it all the time. It's awesome. But like,
It's one of the only
I
episodes
guess
I've
what I'm
watched
saying
so
is
far.
like it's not gonna be on the radio or have like
Yeah.
millions of streams on Spotify. Like it's not that kind of song.
Yeah.
It's like a very performance-based song, and I really enjoyed like the montage that we were doing. It was my first days on set.
Yeah, I know.
It was like getting thrown into a locker.
I remember, because Glee is something that really got me here, really touched on my life. And I remember watching your performance on that episode the first time. I was like 15.
Yeah.
I was so touched. I was like, wow, this guy is absolutely amazing.
Wow, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And see, for us, we hadn't seen you for a while, and we didn't know you were on the Glee project. My daughter and I are watching Glee, and we're like, Kiana, there's Damien. Is
Yeah.
that Damien? And so we started searching.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I've had a strange career. For a lot of people, I've become that guy that they've seen somewhere.
I just say, well, they don't know who you are because
Great.
you watch Glee.
It's
Because
like,
the Irish do.
yeah, so like that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm like in the phase of my career where I'm like trying to solidify like a status or a thing that I'm known for. I'm like trying to build a brand now. But like for probably millions of people is like, oh, I've seen him do that, or I've seen him do that, but I can't like quite recall it. But yeah, I've seen him. I'm that kid for millions of people. But then there's like a percentage that they know me from obviously Celtic Thunder or Glee Project or music now. You know, so it's all different. Nice question, and don't be shy.
Who's the
Good
better
talk, by the
cook?
way, yes, and now come to you. Yeah.
Long, well-deserved break coming out, the wedding, and honeymoon and all that. What are your plans for the future after that? Have you planned, I mean, you spoke about a 5-year plan, but
Yeah.
what does that look
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's honestly the last 18 months have been absolutely insane. I feel like the last few years have been insane. But I'm straight back into writing a new record late summer. I want to do like 18-month cycles and not waiting years in between albums because I need to be disciplined and churn out material and keep growing as an artist and get music out there. So it's gonna be hard work, but I mean I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get writing again because for you guys, like the record was released in like March, but you know I've been writing for the last few years, so really I haven't written since like I haven't written a song now since I needed a break because I've written so much. But I haven't written a song now since like August, which is when I wrote Forever I Do, which was the last song. And that was obvious inspiration because I just got engaged pretty close to that time. So the album's finished and I was like, I want to fit one more song on it. Rather than wait for the next record for that to be on it, I was like, I want to throw it on this one. So I did that. So I mean, I'm ready to like get back writing again. I feel like the well is refilled for me and I feel inspired and I've got a lot to talk about and a lot of ideas. And I've got ideas of like how to grow the sound and like different things. So that's a priority. Off of this album, the reaction has honestly been so good that there's more pouring out of it to be had, which will be in the fall, I would imagine. It's not going to be huge, but there will be like a couple of weeks. I've got a movie coming out in November, which, from what I hear, is it is actually going to come out in November. Because last year I was like, yeah, it's coming out in November, and it didn't come out in November.
Yeah,
Is it going to the big screen or is it going to?
That part I don't know
for
yet.
both things.
I think it's going to be like an ABC Family type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I had a call with the producer and with Heather Morris last week, and it looks like it's definitely going to come out in November. So,
God,
although I could be sitting here next year and being like, it's coming out in November, but I really hope not.
better not.
Yeah, and then I mean, in Celtic Thunder world, they're starting to. We needed a break from that because we just finished like a 10th anniversary cycle. And I felt very strongly about the idea of like when you're going into year 11 and year 12 of a brand, it's kind of like a TV show. It's like you need fresh ideas, you need like a new impetus, like you need these things for it to keep going. We got to the end of the 10-year cycle, the 10th anniversary cycle, and we just made like 2 or 3 albums in the space of like 18 months. Like we made a new PBS show. We did 75 cities, we did a cruise, we did a symphony tour. So we kind of hit December and we were like, all right, we've kind of ran the well dry here. We need a break and then we need to come back with like something new if that's what we're going to do. So the wheels are currently spinning with the bosses of that. There won't be anything this year, but I would imagine there'll be probably something next year with
West Coast Cruise.
West Coast Cruise. Those cruises are hard work for us. 4 days of holiday for you and 4 days of
That should be going to
not
be
sleeping
Saturday.
very much for us.
We call them booze cruises.
Yeah, it's a booze cruise for us as well, man,
Yeah.
honestly. It's like working, and then you finish working and you're like meant to go to bed, but you don't go to bed. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, so you have a question.
Who's the better cook, you or Anna Claire?
Me. Kidding, Anna Claire. Anna Claire's better.
Are there any good cooks in of the guys of Celtic Thunder? Just curious.
Out of the 4 of us right now, no. We make toasted sandwiches every night, and that is the length of our But they are wonderful toasted sandwiches, but that is truly, yeah,
Kind of surviving.
that's where it ends for us. It is, man. Like, we have catering in every city we go to, which helps. Sometimes it's awful. Sometimes it's like really good. It can be hot and cold. But yeah, when we get on the bus, we make. George Foreman is our best friend. But, no. But I don't think any of us would profess to be good cooks. But Anna Claire's a great cook. Yeah. Her grandmother like handed down. She's still alive, but she like handed down like recipes from like over the years. So she's like a recipe book. She has like these special dishes that I guess they use in the South that I've like never heard of. And she feeds it to me, and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I want it every night. It's so good. Yeah.
So on food, what do you miss from Ireland as far as food that you have there, but you can't really get here?
So much.
Fish and chips.
I mean, yeah, fish and chips. I mean,
Fish and
come on.
chips, yeah.
It's not easy.
They don't have it here. I don't understand how fish and chips hasn't. They do have it here, but it is not the same. It's not like if you tried it back home, maybe you have tried it in even like in Ireland or Britain or wherever. They have like an idea of fish and chips here on like menus, but it's not the same as back home. And I don't understand how a chippy, it's called a chippy, how it hasn't opened or taken off over here. I just don't get it. Because like, I just don't understand it. I truly don't. And I mean, I just miss my mom's cooking, to be honest. She's a great cook as well. I don't get enough of that. Yeah.
Just cook.
Yeah. That's actually a good
Like those
idea.
made with different love.
Yeah.
Love from the mom and then love from the
That's why
wife.
we get married and settled, you put the mother-in-law suite in, you move your mom out.
Because that would mean bringing dad and bringing.
Yeah.
I have a workmate, his parents live in Texas, he's a Tex-Mex family. So whenever they come out to California to work fields, they move in with him, and then mama takes care of him,
Okay.
takes over the house, cooks all his meals. He's like, I see definite personality change in my partner.
Yeah.
Because he's chipper and happy for about 4 months.
Yeah.
Because his mom's cooking food and doing all this stuff for me.
It helps, man.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part about being on tour. On this type of tour, at least, is that like, you know, for example, when we're in like the Midwest, healthy food options are so limited.
I'm not gonna help.
So limited. And like when you finish a show at like 11 p.m., you're on the road again for like 3 or 4 hours. You get off stage and, you know, the adrenaline wears off and you're like famished. You need
Yeah.
food.
Good
Like,
luck.
oh my God, I mean, Denny's,
Waffle House.
Waffle House. That's last resort for me personally. I think I would go 100 before eating Waffle House.
They did.
Yeah, I have eaten in Waffle House though. I'm not too proud to say that, but not a great experience. My stomach did not appreciate it.
What else is open at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah.
That's what I mean. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
Denny's,
but, like,
that's
surely
about
that's
it.
a gold mine waiting for someone. It's like a drive-through healthy food place. It's like 24/7. Why is McDonald's 24/7 and there's not like? Why is Panera not 24/7?
I know, right?
I don't understand it.
Yes.
Maybe it's like I don't know. Because fast food can't be healthy. I don't know. Anyway, we'll take a few more questions if we have it. Yeah, go for it.
So, I know you did shows on like the East Coast, did you ever stop at a Wawa there? Something the West Coast doesn't have the pleasure of having, but in like Philly, it's like Wawa, it's everything Wawa. Philly is about Wawa.
Wawa?
Wawa.
No, what is it?
Upgraded version of 7-Eleven.
No, it's like, it's a doesn't even compare to 7-Eleven. Like, it's like 1,000 times better, and you can like get all this like good food, and yeah.
Wawa.
Yeah, so it's like there's like the gas, big Wawas,
Yeah.
like the gas stations outside, like you can like go in, no, not like 7-Eleven, and like there's like order screens, you can get like custom foods, you can get like hoagies, or you can get like soup. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is rare now that we tour and like haven't tried somewhere or seen somewhere. I don't think I've heard of
I mean,
that.
if you were in Philly, then there's definitely a Wawa at least like in a couple blocks in our vicinity. Cause
Huh.
World Cafe is one of your Penn's campus. I know UPenn is like,
I played World Cafe.
yeah, I know.
That's where I started, yeah. So it's like close there. I'm gonna check it out next
Yeah,
time.
I've been there a bunch of times, and I'm gonna pull the Delaware card. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, actually.
Oh.
So, I mean, there's like free
You're selling it to me. Check it out next time. There's none on the West Coast
No,
now.
there's a couple down in Florida, like they're starting to expand more, but they're in like eastern Pennsylvania, lower eastern Pennsylvania, all New Jersey, and all of Delaware.
Yeah.
So that's about it. So the rest of the country doesn't have to budget.
Gotcha. Doesn't have the blend.
I like that.
I love that. That's great. You should be a salesperson. Strong. Yeah, go for it.
Whose idea was it to put Neil and Ryan in the wigs for Breaking Up Hard to Do?
Sharon.
Did they tell you before you went on for the basically the DVD for the 2016 one?
Yeah.
That was just so hilarious.
I knew it was happening, but it never happens the same way. So there's always like a surprise in there somewhere. And Neil is he's one of the funniest
Oh
people.
my golly, is he hilarious?
That honestly, and I can't really describe his humor. He's just really funny.
Quirky, yeah.
Like when I look at him, I laugh.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not a cat. So
Yeah, that one is 6 Nights, yes. Between that
Yeah,
and,
that, well.
and the bloopers. The bloopers, I'll never get
bloopers,
enough of the bloopers.
If we had a blooper reel that followed us around, there would be unlimited amounts of material.
Oh my god, I would love to see more.
Our life in that world is just blooper centric. Everything is ridiculous. Do we have any more questions? Or are we ready for? Yeah, go for it. Well, I really love dogs. I've never had one.
Is that Puddles, if I remember correctly?
No.
That's so sad.
It's such an American thing, having a dog in the family. It really is though, like in the best way possible. Like I love it, but no, I was like never allowed one. My mom's probably right, because she's like, we get a dog, I'll be taking care of it. Back then I was like, no you won't, but now I'm like, yeah, you probably would have been. So like it had to be her choice, and she didn't want one, so. But I would say, I would make a prediction that maybe by the end of next year, my fiance and I will have a dog. I hope.
What kind, do you have an idea?
I mean, I would love a golden retriever, but yeah, I mean, that's just we want like a family dog, and we don't want a family for a long time, but we want a dog. And then at least then when I'm touring, she has something or somebody
Rescue pup.
that'll help. Yeah, like
Yeah, but your name?
Yeah. I love that
Puddles,
idea.
Puddles for the name? I heard that before.
Puddles,
Yeah, you
Puddles is
said
gonna be the
Puddles,
name of the
yeah.
dog, It's just not like it. Puddles McGinty. That is gonna be the dog's name. Probably have its own Instagram account. He just doesn't
We're
know
looking forward to
it
that.
yet. Yeah, he just doesn't know it yet. So you asked me what's my 5-year plan. Now you know it. Anything else, or are we ready to do photographs? Yeah.
Do you have any like specific artists that influence you?
Yes, I do. I look up to, because I'm on this path as like an independent artist now, which is something that I've really fallen in love with. I haven't fallen in love with the stress of it. I'll be honest when I say that I'm probably more stressed than like I've ever been. Like I lay in bed at night and my brain, I can't shut it off, because I run and control everything. And the risk element as well of my job now has just increased a crazy amount. Even like financial risk and everything. So it's like stuff that's down to like the basics of making a living and stuff. It's terrifying. But I've fallen in love with like the creative freedom of it. I've fallen in love with the idea of building something. I've fallen in love with like people just enjoying music. Like that's the best thing to hear. And when you spent so long creating something and like really thinking about making good stuff, like good art. So I can't follow people now that have done that and have built it to a certain extent. Like I don't know if you know these people, but like Matt Carney is someone I really like. Ben Rector is someone that I really like. Those type of independent artists that don't have like labels, but they've grown it to playing to like 1,500 people every night. Like I will not lose any sleep at night if I like don't play a stadium in my life. That's not. I'm a realist. I do believe in dreams, but I also believe in like real life, and I will sleep at night if I don't play a stadium. Like, I'm not worried about that. If I can grow this to playing to 1,000 people a night, or like 2,000 people a night in the next 5 or 10 years, that is a goal that seems reasonable, it seems attainable. It's still such a high goal, because that's crazy, but it's like, it's reachable. Where it's not me sitting here being like, I'm gonna play to 80,000 people 3 years from now, because that's probably not gonna happen. And I'm okay with that. So I kind of follow artists that are on that trajectory and like write their own stuff and try and build their own brands. So, but then I do love like Chris Martin, Coldplay. I have a soft spot like Taylor Swift. You know, like the whole deal the last 2 weeks I've been following it. You've been following it. Do you like? Have you heard the song?
Yes.
Do you like it? Do you like the song? Have you heard any songs yet?
Oh,
I just heard about it like last year too.
Brendan Urie.
Yes, that one.
That came out yesterday.
That's the one.
Okay, that's
Yeah, that is true.
Her music is so much better than her new stuff.
Oh my god, Fearless is my favorite rapper.
Yes, that's my favorite album.
I'm like, why?
It's just like pop.
Please make another Fearless. I just want her to, because I know she can as well. So I'm like, please make another Fearless, and she doesn't. Like Love Story, come on. 15, come on.
Yeah.
I know she can't do the same thing. Like, she has to grow. I get it, but I mean, her last record, I was so
It
disappointed.
doesn't even sound like her anymore.
Look what you made me do.
Yeah. But like,
She's always picking up her vibes, and maybe,
Songs sound like
I
Yeah.
think maybe something's wrong with her. She keeps.
I mean, millions of people love it, but when I heard the last album, personally, I was disappointed. I did not like it, but the new song's better.
I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of back to kind of like her 1989 phase, which was a reasonably good phase. Hi, so yeah, last question, go for it.
So I want to know, how has like your past experiences on like the Glee project, on the Celtic Thunder, and Glee, how has that impacted you to become the artist that you are today?
It's given me a work ethic. I feel like a work ethic can't be taught, but you can be showed what it looks like. And I was showed at a very young age from some really good people what a strong work ethic looks like. Like really, I'm talking like grassroots stuff that, like, for example, when I was 15, you know, I got a professional role, which was a huge opportunity, but at the same time, it wasn't like an immediate jump to like stardom. It was, I'm not demeaning it at all, but it was, you know, it was a PBS show. It was kind of middle ground where I was still doing 23 flights in 18 days on a promo trip around PBS stations around America, and I was 15 years old. So like, that's like really kind of old school, and like old school work ethic and all that good stuff. So it was a really great break for me, because not only was it a professional break and able to get my name out there and do what I love and start building a career, but it was also an old school break where it wasn't like fancy jets. It wasn't like unrealistic stardom at such a young age. It was like, oh yeah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna play for a few thousand people every night, but you're also gonna be taking 2 flights a day for 2.5 weeks on a promo tour. And honestly, like, you're not gonna get paid very much for it. Like, money is not great at all. Like, you're not gonna look at it and go, wow. So it was a really strong start in that sense, that it just really grounded me and like showed me the industry. And I seen a work ethic through other people, and then I had to learn a work ethic. And now it's all I know. I love working hard. I know what it takes, and it doesn't scare me. Like for example, like the last 2 weeks, this tour's been 6 weeks long. The last 2 weeks, it really went up a notch. Like this time last week, we were in like, I don't know, like Minneapolis or somewhere. And we've driven the whole way, and you know, it's like those type of days. Like today's a long day. Today's like a 22-hour day or something. And that's worth it. That's all brand growing. That's performing for different people, for small rooms, some big rooms. It's great. So I would really say a work ethic, and also not to let your job like define you, because when you get too stuck on something, or like when you
I've
let
always admired you so much for like 4 years now. So.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm just trying my best here. That's all. But yeah, don't let it define you, because when it defines you, you can,
You get lost.
yeah, you do. You kind of lose sense of what you're doing it, or what you're doing it for, or it becomes overwhelming at that point. So, and people get really down or really high when something defines them. Like, they think they're untouchable when they let their job define them, or the opposite, they think like they're worthless. And I believe personally that like the idea is like, I just have an affiliation for music. It's like, it's a normal job. It's the same as whatever anybody does in this room. Mine just happens to be music. So that's kind of how I try and look at it and treat it, and I don't let it tell me who I am. Like, if 5 years from now, if I have to say, oh, I can't do this anymore, like, I mean, I'll be okay with that. I'll be disappointed, but I'll not be like, oh, my life's a failure. Like, no, there's plenty more out there. So I think it's important to realize that as well. So, all right, we'll take photographs. So we'll go. Is it hot?
It's quite warm in here.
It's like super chilly out though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I may go for a walk briefly. We have an opening act tonight as well. David Bakey's opening up tonight. He's really good. All right, so yeah, so guys, so if we can do the meet and greeters first, VIP soundcheck people, if you just chill for like a minute. Meet and greeters, we'll take your photographs. Also, whatever merch you want, I will sell it to you right now whilst we're doing that. I know, this is as independent as it comes tonight, so truly.
Keeps you grounded.
It keeps me grounded, I love it. So, and I love how like my two bandmates just left and are like, yeah, you've got
Yeah,
it.
they're gone.
Help is at a premium. They probably are Starbucks, yeah, you're probably right, you're probably not wrong. So I see, yeah, so I'll meet you over at the back table, guys, thank you.